When you walk into a room, your smile and your laughter and the way you make everybody feel speaks for itself. You are truly the deserving person for this award. Thank you for teaching all of us. Sam Hobgood.
Weeks ago, I got a phone call. Steve, help me out over here.
What's going on?
I can talk so you can hear me. Wow. 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call closing up the shop at 3:30 in the afternoon. It's been one of the days in the restaurant industry. Something had broken. Somebody not showing up. You need to get your job done and get out of there and have a good attitude the next day, and then I get this phone call. What? I asked what? What, Christina? Y'all are doing what? Christina said, we're honoring you for the North Carolina Hospitality and Educational Foundation Award. And I had to sit there for a moment and gather myself. And since that time, I have continued to gather myself so I can come up here tonight and tell you how wonderful this award has made me feel. I started washing dishes when I was 16 years old. My first kitchen manager job, at the time I hit 20 years old. At that time, I landed on the doorstep of AV Tech in 1977 fall, after 2 years of Brevard College, which gave me the direction to find something in my life that I felt good about. And I found AV Tech, Asheville Buncombe Technical College, downtown Asheville. Chef Robert Work, Mr. Rick Johnson, Mr. Jack Bullhouse, and Mr. Jeff Meyer were mentors for me for 2 years of my life in the program. 4 instructors took a kid from Fayetteville, North Carolina that didn't know which direction he was headed in, who he was supposed to be, and have allowed me to find myself in the education. There's not a day or a week that goes by I do not remember those 4 instructors. And the thing that really stands out as we have evolved as an association, becoming the Restaurant Association and being a member since the early 80s and serving on the board since 91, and becoming the Restaurant and Lodging Association and creating the HEF Foundation, there's not been a time I could not have been more prouder than I am right now of where we've come to. And it's because of these folks in this room, not only the students and their parents, their employers, the employees, the managers, the owners that are all here now, the representatives of many different industries, our support industries, whether it be sodas, coffee, or beer, they're here tonight because they believe, like I do, education starts here. It starts with you, and it starts with me. Supporting one another, being there for one another, and caring about our opportunities for one another. And without that attitude, we will not be successful in the future. Times are different now than they've ever been before. And it requires more energy, more effort, and more focus than any time before in our careers to move our industry forward. We cannot stand to be the whipping post for other industries. We are a leader. We need to be recognized as a leader, and we need to act like we're leaders. And this foundation allows us to do that. In 1978, I went to my second year of culinary hotel restaurant management school at AV Tech. I was working a full-time job, 40 hours a week, washing dishes, cooking steak, became an assistant manager at that facility, and worked for those gentlemen for 14 years of my life after taking that job my freshman year at AV Tech. My second year, I had to figure out a way to graduate. Now, we started with 47 students in this class, which was the largest class that had ever been, at that time, at A.B. Tech for culinary and hospitality management. 8 of us graduated. I still look back on that time and think, how did I do it? Real simple. Real simple. I got a scholarship. The Schlitz Foundation awarded me a $500 scholarship that allowed me not to work my spring semester in 1979. I could focus on layout and design. Now guys, where did layout and design get to be a part of learning how to cook and manage? Well, to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Bolhod, that was the most important part of the school, of the program, because you took everything you learned the past year and a half and applied it to this one class in the last quarter of the year. You had to design, lay out a restaurant, banquet facilities, kitchen, write the menu, write the idea of how the place looked, it was designed, and what the feeling was, and I was lost. But Schlitz Foundation stepped up to the podium, or to the table, I should say, and awarded 2 students in that class a $500 scholarship. That $500 allowed me to go part-time for 10 weeks, where I could live, pay my bills, and go to school and accomplish what I need to accomplish. And that has always been in the back of my mind. That if there had not been someone out there giving in 1979, I would not have been able to succeed where I'm at today. And we as givers, the gentlemen and ladies, the business owners in this building, that continue to give on a yearly basis, you need to keep that in mind. There's people out there like me. If you get the opportunity, to say I can, and I will, and I do, you can get it done. But you cannot do it if you do not have that support behind you. And without education, you will not have that support. Now, on a lighter note, I've got some dear folks here tonight I want to recognize. First, my lovely wife, Lynn, who's we're celebrating our 20th year. She wakes up with me daily, and she knows what it's like to be a restaurateur. Because she's a CPA, and she recognizes how tough this industry can be. But without her guidance and her expertise in that industry, I would not be successful today. Other folks that are in this room that help make me successful are Doris Schomburg, Marvin Kimber, and Chef Brian Bailey from Alamance Community College. I was going through a transition in my life. In 2002, I closed and sold 2 restaurants, had worked myself to where I did not feel good about who I was. I put all this effort in, time, and energy, and did not feel like I had accomplished what I needed to accomplish in my career. And the restaurant industry during that period, the Restaurant Association, they stepped up to the plate. They kept me busy. They allowed me to be their president of the association and make a transition from the Restaurant Association to a lodging association. So don't say to me, oh, it's just another association. No, it's not. It's an association that can give you career opportunities. And that's what this association has done. The first association event I ever went to was in 1984. We were at the Governor's Inn here at the RTP, and James Maynard, of all people, walked up to me and welcomed me to the event. Now, I had hair back then.